Welcome back, everyone. I am Error, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build up your party's limit breaks all the way to level 3, since we do have a couple of level 4 limit breaks that will be obtainable very soon. So I'm sure there are a number of different strategies for this. The strategy I always use is available as soon as you get the buggy, which you can see there. I always take the buggy back to the mithril mine, which is right here. And on this screen, you encounter a very high number of battles that have, between 4 and 5 enemies. So at this point, this is a pretty easy battle. You're not really going to have to worry too much about getting hurt here. So you're going to want to equip someone with Jokomog or something that can do a decent amount of damage to multi-target groups, and just turn it on triple speed if you have that capability, and just fight. The reason for that is there's 2 types of limit breaks. You can unlock the next tier by having a character kill a certain number of enemies. And then within each tier there's 2 limit breaks. You get the second limit break in each tier by performing the first one 8 times. So at least for our purposes right now, we're going to concentrate on getting Aeris and Red XIII up to all of their level 1, level 2, and level 3 limit breaks. So far this hasn't been a very good example of how many enemies you'll fight in this area, but hopefully we can get a fight that sort of demonstrates what I'm talking about here. So this is the type of fight you're looking for. This will get a single character, 5 additional characters. This is a pretty common grouping, so this is like I said, there might be other areas where you can get a comparable number of enemies in each battle, but this is a pretty good area for it. So you need to kill 8 enemies to get your first level 2 limit break, and an additional 80 enemies to get to your first level 3 limit break. So it'll take a little while, but it'll be a lot faster if you have the ×3 speed multiplier on. And right now, like I said, we're going to concentrate on getting Aeris and Red XIII, all of their limit breaks up to level 4, just because their level 4 items will be available soon. You can do Yuffie at this point, but I don't think it's necessary. So here you go. Here's another grouping of 5. Just keep hitting with Jokomog. I'll do a little bit of damage here and there, but you can just see that guy did 4 damage, so it's really not something you have to worry about. This is a little tedious, but if you want to maximize your characters, this is the best place to do it. And I would say, especially with Aeris' level 4 limit break, this is the best time to get it. So if you're going for the Platinum Trophy, I would say at least do Aeris right now. You don't have to do Red XIII, but you're going to be getting his level 4 limit break very soon. And if you can get that early, it can be potentially a lot of damage output against bosses and groups of enemies. So at least for right now, I'm going to sort of skip ahead. You guys don't need to see me grind out 160 enemies apiece here for Aeris and Red XIII, so I'm going to skip ahead until we get their limit breaks, and I will pick it back up when I get to the next stage of this particular grinding technique. Alright, so we're back, and as you can see, I just unlocked the Howling Moon for Red 13. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So for Aeris, we have all of her first limit breaks in each level 2, level 3, and of course we already did the level 1. For Red 13, we have all of his first limit breaks in each level as well. So, granted, keep in mind I did have triple speed on, but it only took me about 25 minutes to unlock all the limit breaks here for Red 13 and Aeris. So, it's repetitive, sure, but it's by no means difficult, and it will go very, very quickly. So, you know, if you're playing a version of the game that does not have the triple speed, it's up to you. I would at least get Aeris's here, though. Red 13's just, you know, it's user preference. If you think you want to get it, get it. Otherwise, there's plenty of time to get his naturally as well. So the next step, if I can find my way through here, is going to be to navigate back to Junin. And actually, now that I think about it, I had Chocomog on Red 13. Switch that back out for Shiva, just in case I need to use it in a serious situation. So, go back to Junin. Again, just drive your car right into the lower level. I'm going to have to bribe this guy here. And back through the city until we're back on the cruise ship. And again, if you drove your buggy into the city, instead of getting out and then walking to the city, when you show back up in Costa del Sol, you will have your buggy with you, which is very important because you need to progress. So don't forget about it. Right, and we just leave the city. And there you are in your buggy. So now we're going to go back to the gold saucer area. We fight some Russian nesting dolls. Okay. Now, it's important to make sure you have the right setup here. So, Cloud needs to have the Manipulate materia. And then either Aeris or Red 13 should have the Restore materia. And you're going to want to heal up here because you're going to be taking a lot of damage. Now, this strategy is only available while you have the buggy, and you don't have the buggy forever, which is one of the reasons why I recommend getting at least Aeris's right now, just because this is by far the easiest technique to use to get her limit breaks. So you're just going to want to pick a fight in the desert here. And we're looking for this guy. Now, if you don't have a striking staff, you can steal one from him. We've had one for a long time, so we're not going to bother. And you're just going to manipulate him. Let me speed this up a little bit here. Oh, and that's actually what we were trying to get him to do to us. So he just cast the skill Aqua Line, which, as you can see, is now one of our enemy skills. It's actually a pretty good one, too. So he hit us with that already, so make sure we heal up. And then have him just repeatedly cast it on the party. It's going to do a ton of damage, and it's going to give everybody limit breaks like crazy, which you should then use. Now, again, this is optimum for Aeris, because she can use a limit break that will not actually kill this enemy. So you can just keep curing and keep casting Aqua Line, and you can just do this until she's cast her limit break the right number of times, and then you'll be able to get all of her limit breaks. Just gotta make sure you cure enough, because he can wipe you out if you don't. Now, I should point out, the more obvious solution is to put on God Mode, or whatever they call it, which is one of the cheats that comes with the PlayStation 4 edition. I'm assuming you either don't want to do that, or you don't have the ability to do that, like if you're playing in a different version of the game. So, by all means, that is an option too. Some people may object to using that particular method, though. So if that's the case, here's another method. Right. We're going to cast the Aqua Line one more time on the party, and we're going to have Red 13 finish him off. Oh, that didn't work as well as I wanted it to. That might be bad. Shoot. Definitely want to be careful here, because I could have just gotten KO'd if he had gotten a turn and done Aqua Line again. So anyway, that's the technique. Just keep doing that until you have all of the limit breaks for the number of characters you're trying to level up. Again, I would highly suggest getting all of Aeris's limit breaks right now. It may be a good idea to get Red 13s, and it may also possibly be a good idea to get Yuffie's, but I'll leave that up to you. So anyway, if you thought this video was helpful, then make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for tuning in.